Hey guys, Miki here. Welcome back to another video, and in today's video we are going to be talking about the newest foundation from Maybelline, and that foundation is the new Maybelline Dream Urban Cover Full Coverage Protective Makeup with Sunscreen. This foundation has a broad spectrum of SPF 50 in this foundation. Now, I don't have any drugstore foundations that have any type of SPF in it, so this is going to be a first for me. I don't even know if there are a lot of drugstore foundations that already have SPF in it. I think maybe Neutrogena might have one if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, this is my very first attempt at trying a foundation with sunscreen. Now, one cool thing about this having sunscreen in the foundation is that it claims to be a broad spectrum foundation. Now, broad spectrum foundation means that it's going to be protective against UVA and UVB rays, which is really cool. UVA meaning UVA are your aging rays from the sun, so that's going to age you a lot faster, and the UVB rays are the burning rays, so that's what causes you to, get a sunburn. So this is pretty cool. So like I said, this is a drugstore product, so you can pick this up at a drugstore closest to you. I happen to get mine from Harmon, and depending on which drugstore you go to, it can range in prices. So I picked mine up from Harmon and I got it for $9.99. Now, the shades with this collection are, I feel, a tad bit different, because I know in Maybelline Fit Me and the Maybelline Superstay, my shade is 355 Coconut. So there was no 355 in this collection. It went from like 340 to 348 to 360, and I feel like the 340 was a little bit too light for me, so I ended up going with this shade, which is 348 Cafe au Lait. So I hope that it's a good match. The next shade deeper, I think, was Truffle, but that would have been too dark for me, so I'm hoping that this is a decent match. So now this foundation does claim to be full coverage, so I am not going to go ahead in and color correct my skin. I do, however, have on a primer because I normally prime before I put on any foundation. Okay, so something a little bit different about this tube of foundation. It's a tube, it's like a squeezy tube, but then also you have like this little pointy nozzle at the tip here. I think that would be great for application because you can just like apply it right to the skin. So that is what I am going to do right here, and let's pray that this is a decent match. Go ahead and apply. Well, this actually looks like a decent match. Okay, let's go ahead and apply more. Now, I don't know if this is too much. We're just going to leave it here for now. Add more if we need to. I just purchased the new e.l.f. brush. This is the e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush. So I'm just going to go ahead and use that to blend this in all over my face. Alright, so this is one side done, and the biggest thing that I'm noticing so far, which don't know if I'm a fan of, is that it is, I don't know about full coverage. I feel like this is like maybe like a good medium, like your skin but better type of thing, It doesn't feel heavy. It feels very light, but what I'm seeing that I'm not liking so far is that it is very dewy. Like in the camera, I look like a grease ball on this side of my face. Alright guys, so this is the foundation on my face. Now, as you can see, I am a hot, greasy mess, and I'm not feeling this so far. Okay, I shouldn't say greasy. Maybe I should just say dewy. But then again, yeah, greasy. A lot of sunscreens on their own, if you were to put it on your face, does kind of tend to leave you a little bit greasy. So if you are a person who has, like, say, oily skin already, this might not be the foundation for you. No. Don't even, just go with your trusted sunscreen that you normally use, that you know you're cool with, and then go in with your normal foundation. As far as coverage, like I said, I don't think it's like super full coverage. I feel like it looks like your skin but better. It gives you an all-around even coverage. I still see that some areas here where I normally would color correct, I feel like I could go in a little bit more. It's not really covering up. I can still see the little bit of shadow peeking through. One thing that I do have to mention is that this feels as if I have maybe just like a moisturizer on or just my sunscreen, because this is very lightweight. I do have to give it to them there. This is super lightweight. This grease, like if you were to just leave it alone, you can't. You have to go in and set it. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is apply my concealer and then set my face, and then we're going to come back and see what that's looking like. Alright guys, so I'm back after I've highlighted, and I went ahead and set the areas of the face that I did highlight, and I have to say it is looking a lot better. We have minimized on the grease slick. So with that being said, I'm just going to go ahead and finish up the rest of my face, and then I'll come back with my final look and my final thoughts. Okay guys, so this is the final look using the Maybelline Dream Urban Cover Full Coverage Broad Spectrum SPF 50 foundation. So some quick pros about this foundation is I feel like this foundation is a really your skin but better foundation. It evens out your skin tone. It's super lightweight. Now some very small cons that I think are cons is that once you put this foundation on, well, first of all, I don't think it's full coverage, because I mean, like, Maybelline has this 24-hour foundation, and when you put this on, this thing is like thick full coverage foundation. This is legit full coverage foundation. When I put this one on, I feel like it's it goes on very light, but to me it doesn't feel full coverage. I feel like you can get to like medium coverage at least. Now I only went ahead in with one layer of this foundation, and I feel like it got me to a strong medium coverage. I feel like if you would go for more layers of the foundation, then you can kind of see where the full coverage would come in. However, with just one layer of this foundation that I put on, to me this was very extremely dewy. I don't know if it showed up as much on camera as it does when I was sitting here like in front of my mirror. Like my face legit looked like a grease ball. So I'm thinking maybe because of the sunscreen aspect of this foundation, that's probably why it gave it that much more greasy or oily looking finish. But as you can see, after I went ahead and applied my concealer, I did set those areas, and it very much so minimized that shine. If I were to wear this for like an extended period of time, I feel like at the end of the day I would look like a disgusting grease ball, because I'm sitting in my room right now with all the lights on me and my AC is off, and like I said, I'm upstairs, I'm in my room, I film in my room, so I'm burning up. So without using this fan like every 2 seconds, I feel like the makeup is literally melting off my face, and I have to keep touching it up so it can kind of like stay normal. And I didn't even go anywhere yet, so I don't know how great this would hold up in like extreme heat. Maybe I'll do like a wear test for you guys in another video just to experiment with that more. And I also feel that if you tend to be on the more oily side, this foundation might not be for you, because like I said, once you do put it on, it gets very oily, and your oils and these oils might not be a good mix throughout the day. I would definitely recommend you trying this out for yourself, because what works for me might not work for you. What might not work for you might work for me, you know? So you just have to try it out for yourself. But if you do go ahead and try it out, make sure you leave me a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Could you go without it? All that type of stuff. And if you guys are not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. I would love to have you join this little but growing family, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.